Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Go Genius Guide series. And guess what? We are entering the Dan level arena. We've reached 1 Dan. 1 Dan is a rank 99% of you watching are eager to jump into. This is a rank of mastery. Reaching a Dan level means you've mastered all the basics. You know how to take care of your stones, you understand direction, and you understand basically everything there is in the game of Go. Obviously, 1 Dan to professional 9 Dan, there are some places and some moves that a 1 Dan cannot understand. But the basic gist of Go, the fundamentals, shapes, life and death, invading, attacking, defending, endgame, middle game, opening, Josuke, and all of that, a 1 Dan would have a very good idea of all of those areas. It doesn't mean a 1 Dan is a professional or an expert in all those areas. No. That will make them a professional Go player or a high Dan Go player. A 1 Dan can be strong in one section and slightly weaker in other sections. A 1 Dan with strong Moyo game and building influence might not be as good as territory and endgame. A 1 Dan who's very good at territory, building territory, and endgame might not be very good at fighting. In this video, I'm going to play against many 1 Dans, and I'm going to play against 1 Dans with many different styles. Playing against 1 Dans, I am going to use only simple foundation and fundamentals. I'm going to show you that playing against 1 Dans, by only mastering the fundamentals and foundations of Go, basic shapes, basic opening, basic direction, and basic fighting, you will have an edge over the Dan players. This is the beauty of Go. Go doesn't require super fancy moves. It just requires you to sharpen your fundamentals, sharpen your basics, and sharpen your foundations, just like any martial arts. So in this game, currently, why use this Josuke? Everything's very fundamental over here. Attaching to the corner, cuts, what goes out over here, and this position, it looks like I'm going, but here I'm going to use a little bit of some advanced techniques. I'm going to Atari and then use a 1 space jump to attach this white stone. The reason is, I cannot go here straight away because white can actually run out. So when you face against a problem, you cannot capture the 3 stones, utilize the other stones, be resourceful. This is what I'm trying to do in this position. I'm using this stone, attach. If white captures, I can hane and I can build my shape and weaken this white stone. If white extend, I'm going to go down and then capture the 3 white stones. If I hane, which is the strongest move, then I'm going to cut Atari and capture the 3 white stones. The white player over here, very noble choice, and now hane over here and completely weaken this white stone. This position, this stone still have life, white saving it. This position, it seems to be fairly even, I'll say. Fairly even, because white doesn't have too much territory. This used to be white's corner, and black actually gained a lot of influence towards the center. White jumps over here really good. So I'm going to extend because I'm threatening the push and cut. Very fundamentals. White might play here or connect. If I place here, this one is my sente. But do I play here first or do I push and go here in Atari? I'm going to play here first, actually. And then I'm going to push an Atari. The reason I exchange these moves is because later on, if I do a tiger's mouth, my shape is completely fixed. If I cut, I can block with an Atari. Whereas if I don't have this move, I can go over here. If I block, I can Atari, and my shape is a little bit worse. So now this position is finished, this part is finished, I can Tenuki and play somewhere else. I'm going to secure my corner. Securing the corner, approaching the corner, as you all know, is actually all the same. It's all depending on your preference. So white does this. I'm going to Atari. And then I'm going to Tenuki once again. This simple fighting. Look at that. If white Atari, I'm not going to connect and let white go out. My shape's going to look so stupid. If white Atari, I'm going to Atari on top. White captures my Atari and then I'll use a tiger's mouth. I'll give up these 2 small stones. I build strength and sickness on the outside. As a white answers, I'm going to use a basic Josuke in this position. White hane, I'm going to hane as well. double honey, I'm going to connect, or tiger's mouth, I'm going to connect. Actually, I can even play here, or I can even do a tiger's mouth here. Okay, but whatever. So all these three seems to be okay. And oh, this is actually a little bit wrong, because why should I have actually played over here? Because when black gets this tiger's mouth, I can follow up with an Atari. So this is some shape inefficiencies from white. Like it's not like a blunder at any sense, but it is like an inefficiency, a shape inefficiency. It's a white played over here. I'm going to play something basic, securing my corner, and then I'm going to tenuki once again. Because right now I'm not going to do a one space jump. If I do a one space jump, follow the Jozuki, it has zero meaning. Well, I can still jump into my territory. So this jump, the value has been reduced by a lot. I'm going to Atari over here, Atari the stone, and then I'm going to push white on the third line. If white connects, yeah, that's if white connects. I'm going to push on the third line, and that's what I'm going to do. White jumps over here. It looks like I'm going to simply capture, actually. Yeah, simply I'm just going to capture and then one space jump. Keep these cutting points. This is another way of me trying to press white very low on the third line. When I press white on the third line, this is one thing you guys should remember. When you're able to press your opponent on the third line and you build strength on the outside for influence, that is a very good trade. That is a very good trade for you. Because influence can always be converted into a cold, solid territory later in the game. So I'm going to see what white's going to do. I think the best place for white is just simply extend, and then I'm going to save my cutting point, and white gets to play somewhere else. So in this position over here, I think the game is actually I would say quite even. Maybe black is slightly better from this exchange on the bottom right. Yeah, this corner, definitely black is slightly better. Over here, I'm actually going to connect. It's a bit tricky. I'm actually going to push first. Can I push first? Or if I connect over here, okay. Anyways, I was thinking push and connect, and I can honey over here. But the issue is here, white can actually just connect here and then connect underneath. So I was trying to cut these four white stones apart and capture these four white stones. But it didn't really work. It doesn't really matter. You have to connect over here, and then my thickness in center is still quite huge. And white Atari, this is quite important stone. If white captures, it's going to affect my moyo over here, and it's going to affect the safety and the strength of this group. White plays here, I'm going to play like this. Build more territory and more moyo. White's going to kick, I'm going to extend. White jumps, I'm going to jump out. And I'm still missing a move here. So if white invades, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to build on the top side. Oh, this is brave. Oh, this is very brave. Can I attach? If I attach and block on the inside, white goes out here. This stone is going to be perfectly placed. It's a perfectly placed stone. So I'm going to attach over here. Yeah, the reason is you gotta look a few moves ahead. If white connects and then go out over here, look at this stone. It's perfectly placed as an invasion point. So after white push up, look at that beautiful placement of the stone. Absolutely sexy and wonderful. Attach. Oh, what a beautiful stone. And now tiger's mouth. Go out, and also at the same time pressuring these 5 white stones. White Atari's connect or Atari on top. Okay, I'm going to connect. Although the shape doesn't look good, it's very, very strong. There's still a lot of cutting points. If white goes over here, I am going to... I'm just going to simply push up and push up. That's how I'm going to fight. If I simply connect, which is probably the better choice in this case, I'm going to use a diagonal move and jump out like that. Or simply jump out like this. Oh, nice. Okay, very nice. Alright, I'm just going to capture one of these stones. And capture like this. And get a Panuki near the center. And this group over here is still pretty weak. It still doesn't have 2 eyes. And I can still pressure and attack this group while I build territory on the right side of the board. Yeah, in this position, I think the game... Yeah, this game is still it still can be anybody's game in this position. Oh, I misclicked. I'm supposed to play like this. I'm supposed to peep. Oh my god, I misclicked, but it's okay. I'm going to turn this misclick into something powerful. Extend, I'm straightening these 2 cutting points. It's okay. It is okay. Okay, white goes over here. I'm going to turn. At least I can still turn and build the territory on the right side. It's no big deal. Push one more. If white extends, I'm not going to answer because if white goes here, I can push and cut. Very basics and fundamentals. Yeah, so in this position, like at the down level, judgment is everything. You really need to judge all the position. White goes over here is actually a little bit scary. It's actually threatening my 3 stones down here. Over here, in this position, I'm going to use a nice move because I'm not going to die. I'm going to play this 2-3 point. I'm not going to die. White plays here, okay, it helps me live. I'm going to use a Hane, build some ice space, and it actually naturally helps me live. So that's very, very simple life. Atari, and then I'm going to connect. If I try to cut me off, I can always go on C2. Okay, I can always go on this point, and my group in the corner is actually alive. I'm not sure what white's going to do. White's probably going to push or something. White plays a nice move. Oh, that's actually pretty good. This move has dual purpose. First, it's trying to cut my stones off from the corner, and another one is trying to attack my center 6 black stones. Maybe I can use a nice move. Yeah, maybe I can, okay, Honey over here and then use a nice move. This nice move is center and it actually helps me build some shape. Is white going to cut? I don't think so. I don't think white's going to cut. If white cuts, what do? Extend, retreat, and go over here. Okay, some basic fighting stuff. It doesn't look cuttable. I mean, white definitely can cut, but I can save it. It's not a big deal. In this move, yeah, definitely center. It also like builds a shape because in the next move, I can either go here or black can go here, and my shape is very, very good. And here I'm going to finish off with a connection. My stones are alive, it's escaped, and it is also at the same time naturally building territory towards the center. So if I quickly calculate this game, white is missing a move like over here for the entire territory. Let's say white gets this move. White has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65 points. Yeah, white has 65 points. And in this position, okay, this is really good. I have 4, this is 8, 9, so 40, 50, 60 something. I have 60 something. It's 60 something plus potential. Yeah, white needs another move, so I have 60 something plus potential plus another move. So yeah, the game is actually quite even right now. And the game is really, really even. Okay, Atari, cut. Here, can I Atari inventory this way? Because my group is very safe. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. Atari, go here, peep, block over here, and I think I can live. Yeah, I can definitely live. 100% I can live. Yeah, definitely I can live. I can live in the center over here. I definitely can live. 100%. White plays over here. This actually, I believe, okay, it's not an overplay. I thought it was an overplay because white can extend over here and Atari like that and drive my stones into these 2 stones later on. Okay, yeah, this is center, very obvious because white can push Atari and go down. Yeah, so in this position, I think like it does look like black is probably better in this position because white does need another move. This is a mistake. This is completely a mistake. It's not center. If white captures, it's too small in this position. If white captures, I'm gonna jump in here and completely take away white's territory. Oh, attach. Yeah, it doesn't do much because yeah, if white goes over here, I can simply Atari capture easy. If white goes over here, I can block. Atari cut very oh, I see. So that's white's plan. White's plan is to go here, but it's not a big deal because I can capture. If white connects, I'm going to cut. If white connects, I'm going to cut through like this. Yeah, there's no targets. There's no double target smells. Yeah, white can't do anything over here. Yeah, someone's at the door. Just give me a second. Alright, here I'm back. White cuts over here. Yeah, as I already planned like ages ago in the opening. That's going to be my plan. Atari on top, build the thickness, and jump into white's territory. Actually, over here, the safest way for white to build territory is playing this ninth move or tiger's mouth. Yeah, because I have the stone over here, if white actually goes like this, I can probably push and like do a cut on one of the cutting points. Okay, anyways, I'm going to push through, capture these 2 white stones, and I completely secure the territory in the center. Yeah, this one Dan is actually playing really well. He's a very well played one Dan. This guy playing really well. So, what did we say a minute ago? What did I say a minute ago? This move, I literally just calculated and predicted this move. So here I'm going to cut, because later on, I can push over here and create 2 more cutting points. That's my asset. That's what I have. I have the 2 more cutting points over here, and then I create and cut on the 3rd cutting point. Now this stone is weak. Once I push and cut, all of these stones will be weak. And then, you see, I have to go back, simply capture this 1 white stone, and I've completely and easily destroyed and reduced white territory on the bottom side of the board. Even with a move like this, I can play Tiger's Mouth, threatening to cut and threatening to go down. If white harness, I can cut, and there's no RG over here, because this stone is in Atari. Yes, this is really, so you see, this is all very simple and basic fundamentals. The fundamentals, I mean, for a double-digit Q player, the fundamentals will not be very easy, but all the moves have clear logic behind them. Every move has meaning, and I'm not going into like a 15-20 move calculation, deep calculation, to go into a fight. Every move I use in this game right now, as you can see, is all fundamentals. White captures the cutting point, obviously has to connect. If white cuts this stone off, I'm going to go into endgame. Then it is completely time for the endgame. Finally, endgame time. So over here, you got to be a bit careful, because white does have this peep, and this peep can get a little bit annoying to deal with, although white can't really do anything much. Over here, I'm going to use a diagonal move. This diagonal move threatens to save these 2 black stones. If white answers, I'm going to go over here and play this endgame. Well, actually, this is not center, because if I go over here, yeah, white can... Oh, this is actually not center, because if I go here, white can block it, and white can go here. Yeah, white can go over here, this is not center. Okay, this is actually not center. Okay, maybe I do Tiger's Mouth like that. Weaken these 3 white stones. If white blocks like this, I can completely seal off this part of my territory and claim this territory. Okay, now I'm push. This push is center, because I threaten the 3 white stones. Yeah, now this game is actually completely over. Yeah, white has... Okay, very good, very well played. And actually, in this position, can I even have play here? I can even play like this, actually. I can even play like this. Yeah, but I'm not going to. It seems a bit risky, because white can cut and then probably attach and do something crazy. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to play something safe in this position. Over here, is this center? Not really, because there's actually nothing I can do. So I'm going to capture these 3 white stones. 3 white stones captured, everything's safe right now. It's pretty clear, if I push, I can just cut and capture these 2 white stones. So it's not too big over here, but this cut is very, very big. The 3 stones, it's like 7 points in this position. So I'm going to... Now this honey, I threaten to Atari, cut, and then completely go out like this and capture the 2 white stones. White plays here, push through, cut this 1 white stone off, and... Yeah, white's going to Atari, I capture, and yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yeah, it is clear as day in this position that, yeah, it's very, very clear that, yeah, it's very, very clear in this position, yeah, the game is actually very over. On the board, if I do a quick count right now, white has a 10, 20, 30, I call it 35 points over here, 10, 15, 50, less than 60 points, just under 60 points. I have 5 more captures on the board than white. Oh, I gotta be careful. Oh, I'm actually lucky. Oh, I'm almost in shortage of liberties. I'm lucky I have 2 liberties over here. Anyways, I have, okay, this is, so 5 on the board, 5 extra captures, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 75 points. Yeah, I have about 75 points on the board right now. So I'm clearly winning by at least 15 points on the board. So if I play the end game well, yeah, I can win by at least 10 points until the end of the end game. So if we use the estimator, oh, I'm actually winning by a bit more than that, 24 points. Yeah, why did I calculate a bit less? I was being too conservative. Okay, I was being way too conservative. I'm winning by like over 20 points on the 30, about 30 points on the board. Okay, second game. Last game I played very basic. I used all the fundamentals. This game I'm going to play a 3-star formation. I'm going to play a Moyo-based game. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Do you see like the beauty of Go? Go has no rules. You can be as flexible and as free as you like. No rules, no strings attached. Even a move like this, it might not, it's like, it's not, I would say, it's not like common, but this move, like if you handle it well, it might not even be bad. So yeah, why I actually got my corner over here, it's a bit annoying. But I'm going to, let me see. I am going to do a Hane, connect, and probably jump over here later on. Okay, jump. And I'm going to approach white corner. Oh, interesting. That's very interesting. So why attach here straight away? I think the point is if I Hane over here, I can go here and completely reduce my influence up here. So following the plan, I'm going to play a Moyo-based game. I'm going to make sure my stones are sick and I can convert sickness into territory. This card definitely is not good. It cannot be good, this card. Because I can just even give up the corner and completely seal white in from above. And I take Sente. So although, yeah, this stone can run away, like extend and push and jump out, but it doesn't really matter because I got Sente and white actually doesn't have any territory. So I'm going to play a full space extension on the side. Okay, as I predicted. This is like, it is a Moyo-based game, but white has done a pretty good job at reducing my Moyo. So with all my stones around here, this 3 sides, it has all my stones. I'm going to attack these 5 white stones. I'm probably not going to kill it because there's too much room in the center, but I'm going to attack it and build influence, try to build influence and get a profit from attacking these white stones. So the move over here is actually trying to play something more centralized, not letting whites get a clear direction, and basically I let white live. Try to let white live in the center here with like 2 to 3 points, and while I get the juice and I get the influence and thickness on the outside. Okay, white cards are going to extend. White's probably going to attach. Attach probably is the right way. But if white attaches, I'm going to Hane it out here. That is all good. White plays over here. Simple fundamentals. Trying to escape, I block white off. White jumping over here is threatening 2 things. It's threatening to jump here and jump over here. But I'm going to, let's see if this works. I think I can use a diagonal move. This diagonal move actually helps both sides. If white goes over here, white cannot Hane it because I can cut. This cut, Atari the keystone, and this Atari is a bit annoying, right? Yeah, it's very annoying, Atari. So I'm going to use a tiger's mouth. I'm going to use a tiger's mouth, and then from here, oh, this is actually interesting. Am I in trouble? I'm going to push and fight. I'm going to push and fight. Why doesn't have too much liberty in the center? And these groups have, my stones over here have actually a lot of liberties. I even have some ice space. Okay, this is quite nice, Atari. Oh, this is actually interesting. Do I cut and extend an Atari here and go here? Or just simply extend over here and build and create more liberties? Well, this is actually very, very interesting, actually. It's very, very interesting. I think I should play it here, because this is a big center for white. And then do I jump? The point is, white can throw in, and I think I'm dying, actually. Oh, no. Oh, no, I'm actually dying. Whoops. Whoops, I'm actually dying. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. If white finds to throw in, and I think squeeze over here, yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm actually dead. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wait, am I dead? No, is it a dead or am I code? Why has it squeeze? What place here? Oh, now white's dead, right? Well, that's a big blunder. Now white's dead. Because if white squeeze over here, I can go here. And white has to earn 2 liberties, I have 3 liberties. Oh, phew. I'm alive. Oh. Oh, it feels very good. I'm finally alive. Okay, yeah, I'm supposed to jump over here, actually. Imagine saying almost alive against the 1-10. Unbelievable. That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. I said I'm almost dead against the 1-10. Oh my gosh. But anyways, and once this group is dead, the game is already over. It's because this white stones in the center has no life. It cannot make 2 eyes. These stones are dead. Yeah, the game's already over. Now this corner is gonna be dead as well, and I'm gonna capture this group in the center as well. So everything's gonna die. To kill it, yeah, nice move kills everything. White can attach and go out. Or if white cuts, white's just dead even faster. Simply Atari Tiger's Mouth, and depending on what white does, if white connects one more, I'm going to kill this entire center group. Yeah, okay, white connects one more. As I said, I'm just going to capture and completely kill these white stones over here. Okay, Kosumi, diagonal move. Diagonal move. Yeah, white. Half the board is dead for white. What a beauty. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If I can probably cut like this. Double honey, you sure? Cut the keystone and then connect. Yeah, white's gonna connect and I'm gonna connect. Yeah, white connect, I connect, and then yeah, everything's dead. Every white black stone is safe, it's all connected, and all white stones are dead. Yeah, so now it's actually GG. This is actually game over. So I think the mistake came from white playing this wedge over here. This wedge actually reduced white's liberties. What is this trying to do? What is this guy trying to do? It seems very dodgy. Okay, yeah, this wedge over here actually reduced one of white's liberties. If white didn't play this move, white can actually capture my my stones over here. Yeah, now the game is actually clearly over. The game is clearly over. I think I'm winning by over 100 points on the board right now. Yeah, 145 points. Atari connect, very easy. I don't want to let white live a single group. I'm gonna kill it. If white goes over here, I can just go here. Very simple, basic life and death. 4-point life and death in the corner, straightforward. Very simple, very basic. Yeah, the squeeze doesn't do anything. I'll just Atari over here. And all of white stones are dead. Yeah, white can't really do anything in this position. Yeah, white can Atari over here, doesn't mean much. I'm just going to capture. White Atari, I connect. White connects here, I capture the one white stone. Very, very simple. Okay. Yeah, it's time for white to resign this game, actually. Yeah, this game's actually already over. Come on, bro. You can't find the resign button? Blood can't find the resign button. Attach. Let's try to start another fight. Push card. Okay, nothing I can do. There's actually nothing I can do. Yeah, unless white attaches like this, but I'm gonna honey on the outside, bend on the outside, and extend like this. Atari. Atari, then I'm gonna wedge. Atari then wedge. I think this is GG's. Yeah, why can play like this, and I can play Tiger's Mouth. Make an eye, and it's going to be an eye with no eye capture race. There's no capture race here. If I place here, I'll have to connect, because then otherwise this stone will die. Very simple, very basic fundamentals. Very basics. If I go over here, I'm going to be very careful. There might be some shortage of liberty stuff. Okay, for the sake of safety, I'm going to capture this one white stone. Yeah, capture the one white stone. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Complete and utterly destroyed. Decimated and obliterated. Now, this is what I call blood on the go board. Dead, 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 dead. How many stones is that? Over 40 stones are dead on the go board. This is what I call bloods. Or casualties of war. Real casualties of war. Here I can even attach. Look at that. Look at the Tetsuji. Attach and cut because white has short liberties. If I go here, okay, this is just game over. This is very, very fundamental basics. Yeah, this is very fundamental, very basic fundamentals. The 4 stones are dead, and nothing I can do in this position. Okay, let's quickly review this game. This game is actually very interesting. The game is actually a very, very interesting game. So from here, maybe I can handle this part better. Maybe I should just go like this or do a large knight move. Maybe that was better. Yeah, this one's probably okay. This harness is a little bit questionable. This honey is pretty questionable. I think I should just like play something like this. Then it's all good. That's what I mean by like even a move like this, it might not end up being bad. Like I didn't handle it well, so it didn't end up being too bad. This card was too much. Why should I just simply play like this and like convert it into the normal 3/3 Jersey? It's something like this. White gets sente. I don't have any territory. White has a corner. White can reinforce a corner like this. I have a lot of sickness and I have a lot of potential, but territorial-wise, black is really behind territorial-wise. Yeah, or even if I want to play, white can actually maybe honey over here. I'm not really sure. Black cuts and go Atari. Yeah, here I can even start a coat, but I thought, yeah, white has too many coat threats on the outside, and even if I win this coat, it wouldn't be good if white gets 2 moves elsewhere on the board. So I just simply descended, white goes here, and I go here. This is pretty good time to run away these stones, but here white should just simply push one more, strengthen it further, and then jump out like this. Now this is much harder for black to attack, because black, I have to secure this part of the territory first, and I cannot seal white in from above with one move. So jump, this gives me the chance to break white's shape, and I go back. The reason I go back is because I want to secure and make sure my shape is very good. If I cut over here right now, there is going to be some trouble. Yeah, there's going to be some trouble, because white, after 7, white can cut over here. So that's why in the actual game, I decided to just simply go back and see what white does. I'll see what white does, and then I react. So, and then play like move like this. Okay, this is pretty good. Yeah, I think this one I couldn't seal white in. Yeah, so white plays really well at escaping stones. This nice move was a little bit too much. This nice move, I think I would. Okay, maybe it's okay. But after this cut, I will actually play this attachment. The reason is this attachment actually later on, it has weakness. It weakens black's shape. If black connects, then white can play something like this and create like a fight. Yeah, this fight can be really beneficial for white. It's going to be really hard for black to fight, actually. So this move gave me a lot of strength, and I think I definitely made a mistake here. I should just simply jump, defend my territory, let white go out, and keep chasing white. Yeah, because later on, yeah, I definitely blundered. This jump was actually amazing. This was such an amazing jump. I was calculating this one. I completely missed this jump. I was calculating this nice move, and then I can like cut like this, and my stones are actually safe because I have this one cut over here and cut over here. But the white jump over here actually completely maybe didn't realize this jump. White had this move. White had this nice TSVG, and white had this nice hammer, and it actually threw me off guard. The reason I cannot connect underneath is because after this one, white can capture the 2 black stones. And capturing these 2 black stones is actually too much. It's too much for black. So over here, after I cut, decent, amazing. I block here, and connect. Yeah, at this position, it's already really good. The game is good for white. So in this position, if white simply threw in and go over here and did something like this, white just completely captures the black stones. This game, if this is the outcome, white is definitely winning, but black still has potential. Black has a lot of sickness out here, and black can try to build a lot of territory on the upper side, and it's black's turn. Black has center, so I will actually pressure a lot, put a lot of pressure on this one white weak stone. So anyway, in the actual game, when this group died, these 4 stones are super key stones. If these 4 stones die, this middle group dies. So this is when fighting and calculation, you have to go with hardcore fighting and hardcore calculation. You have to go with forced calculation in this position. So yeah, one mistake like this can actually cost the entire game. So after here, in this position, I think there is still a chance to make a code. Something like this, white can cut, and then white can maybe honey and then go down like this. And this is a code. If I go over here, white can play here. And this is like straight away a code. Even if the code started, white has a lot of code threat out here. Throw in, Atari, push through. White has a lot of code threats to save the center group. But anyways, in the actual game, white didn't find it, and when this group died, yeah, the game was already over. Again, we have the black pieces. This game tried to play a very territorial game. The first game was dynamic, the second game was some fighting and some influence. This game I'm going to play 3-3 with a 3-4, and I'm going to play very territorial. build territory and try to build territory more efficient than my opponent. That's if my opponent allows it. If my opponent doesn't fight it, then I can follow my plan, depending on my opponent's style of play. Okay, white goes over here, knight's move. More efficient building territory. White play knight's move. I'm going to play an extension and keep building territory. White plays the star point on the middle. Approach. 3-3. Jump into 3-3. Push up. This one's a huge mistake, because I can just wedge, and white's shape is actually crippled. And white's shape is crippled. After I get this bomb, later on I can play this move. I can play N17, and I still threaten this cutting point. So yeah, this one didn't follow Joseki, and this is how I punish white for not following the Joseki. Look at that exchange. White's shape look super ugly. It's so ugly, it's fat, it's chubby, and my stones over here, this is already a good exchange. Later on I can even slide, build some territory, and run away. But I'm not going to do that right now, because securing this corner and securing the upper side territory is probably more efficient. White goes over here, completely closing the door from above. There is this move. I'll take it. So if white wants to capture my 2 black stones, no problem. No big deal. I create a wall out here, and I build some territory and build thickness over here. No big deal at all. One space jump, white actually cannot push and cut. If white push and cut, yeah, white's going to be trouble. Over here, yeah, extend. If white goes here, I extend one more. And this group is actually already alive. So yeah, this sentence is actually already alive. If white goes over here, I can honey and connect. If white goes over here, I can do a diagonal move. And yeah, there's no way white can kill it. So that means I get another move elsewhere on the board. 2 space extension, completely sealing off and closing off the upper side territory. Yeah, this move actually is not a big deal. I don't have to block, because I can actually honey on the outside, the other side, create more weakness in white's shape, and then this group is not gonna die. It's basic fundamentals. Just 2 to 3 move calculation, basic, super easy fundamentals. Follow the plan. White goes from here. I'm going to do a diagonal move and expand my eye space from the other side. White's probably gonna block. Oh, white goes here straight away. Is that alive? Yeah, it's alive. Yeah, it's alive. Very easy alive. If white goes over here, I go over here. If white goes over here, I Atari. White goes over here, I go here, and white's just dead. If white goes over here, I can play over here. This is 1 eye, and this is 1 eye. And actually, I'm actually threatening to make another eye over here. If I capture over here, I have 3 eyes. I'm completely alive. Now, in this position, I'm going to close off all my territory. 1 space jump. Leave no room for white to invade. Yeah, sure, white invades over here. Not a big deal. I'll give a little bit away. But my main territory, the main part of my territory, I'm not going to let white invade a tiny single bit. Okay, Atari, this is quite a common AI invasion nowadays. Now I'm going to cut this 1 white stone off. Yeah, this invasion is just asking for death. Yeah, watch how I kill it. Attach on top. I have too many stones around, so I don't need to worry about white actually living or running away, because I'm not going to let white live. I'm going to use a force kill. I'm going to kill it with force, with brute force. I have too much thickness on the outside, so I don't worry about some 1 or 2 minor cutting points. Over here, I'm going to descend, because the point is, if I push and push over here, these stones will be in a shortage of liberties. White goes here, I push. Push Atari. Yeah, and this white group is just completely dead. Completely captured. Simple connection, and yeah, this group is dead. Now, on the board, there is 0 weakness in black's territory whatsoever. Okay, 1 Atari, I don't know what was trying to do. So in this position, like guys, if you're actually at down level, you know this group is dead. Just don't filling stones like in your dead, like no filling more dead stones. Like, if 1 is disrespectful, number 2, it literally lowers your own personal value. Like, what are you doing? It's really disrespectful. And number 3 actually wastes your opponent's time. So if you see the game is actually completely over, like such as this position, as a 1 that you should be able to see when a game's over, just stop playing. You can just resign and go on. Or if you want to keep playing, you can just try to invade. Invade and play some meaningful moves, take some risk. If it doesn't work, just resign and move on. I'm not playing this kind of moves like that. Yeah, so right now, yeah, I have like half the board right now. Like almost half the board. So it's actually a very good time for white to actually resign the game. Attach. Okay, I'm going to block like this because white can threaten the cut. Oh, okay, another mouse slip. What are you doing? Wake up, mouse. Wake up. All right. I'm going to go here. I'm going to Hane. I'm not going to let white escape. White's not going to escape. It's white's last hope. Double Hane doesn't work? Yes, it definitely works. White does not have any bit of eye space. Okay, I'm going to push. Push and then Atari. And then Atari like this. And then go here. One eye. Pretty much two eyes. White cannot play here and here because white's just going to get into a lot of trouble. Basically, two eyes. Oh, actually, white can play here even. Oh, it's okay. Hane, secure this eye, and then I'm going to play over here. Now, completely save two eyes. And white's group looks like a snake. A crippled snake. 0 eyes. 0 eye space, and it's just dead. It's literally just dead right now. And even if white Ataris over here, my 2 stones, I can even give up the 2 stones. White captures, I just connect. I can just simply give up 2 stones. Doesn't really matter. Okay, but white plays over here, I'm just going to go here, and there's nothing white can do. Yeah, this is actually completely game over in this position. Right, connect. Connect. Alright, the game's over. I won by about 50 points. I actually accidentally lost this group over here.
Start.
Okay, so this is another rematch against my opponent. This time I have the white pieces. This game I'm going to play. What kind of game should I play? Dynamic game. I'm going to play some dynamic game. Fundamentals, basic fundamentals, and nothing crazy in this game. Nothing high dan level, nothing high dan, just basic fundamentals, and I'll try to win this game. So that even Q players watching or double digit Q players watching, you can enjoy this game and understand what's happening in this game. Approach, use basic Josuke. White extend, very fundamental. I close my corner. If I close in the corner going over here, it's actually all pretty simple, similar. And here I can kick, basics, and then I'm going to extend. So kick, defend my corner, extend on the side. Corner, side, center. 2, 3 key principles, very basics. So I'm going to play this diagonal move. The point is I'm securing my territory first from the corner and from the side. Now, black jumps toward the center. I don't need to keep attacking black, so I'm just going to split apart black's territory down here. Splits, 2 space extension, Hane. The reason I use the inner Hane is because after white-black cuts over here, I can Atari and my stones are going to be safe and they're going to be alive. This move is not very ideal because after I connect over here, you see my stones are very, very strong. I'm going to push. If black connects, I'm going to Hane. If black goes here, I'm going to Hane on the first line, weaken these 2 black stones, Hane over here, Atari, simple, extend, connect. Look at that, very simple. 3 stones are dead. Very simple. It takes what 6-7 moves calculation. Basic simple fights, and then Hane. Black has only 2 liberties. My white has 3 liberties. So black's corner is just completely dead right now. Capture. All right, this is over. This game's already pretty much over in my eyes because the damage over here is actually like 20-something points. It's like 20-something point damage. So I'm now going to play some simple go descent, try to jump into black's territory, play this endgame move, play this endgame move, the biggest moves on the board, and then after these biggest plays have been played, and then I'm going to play toward the center. Large nice move, this simple shapes, basic shapes. Large nice move, I make sure I cannot be cut off, and I'm making sure that I'm also pressuring against black's weakness. If black can play the endgame, doesn't really matter. Black plays over here, 2 space jump. 1 large nice move, 1 2 space jump, I build some territory toward the center. Black goes here, I push, and I squeeze over here, threatening this weakness, and then play a nice move. Now all this territory in the center is fully secured. 1 space jump, threatening to enter, attach. Look at that, all Sente magic. Look over here, Squeeze it, another sente. Look at that exchange. This exchange, press black. So low, black has no direction to go out. And I've built some territory towards the center as well. Over here, same principles. Sente, using this bump, one space jump. Using sente to build more territory. Go out like this, turn, push up one more because I've threatened the double honey, and then jump over here. This jump secures more territory towards the center. This move over here, I'm going to use a knight move. Trying to reduce black's territory, push, extend, because I don't want black to hane. This is definitely not sente right now. Oh, this move's pretty good. End game time. Hane, connect. Black's probably going to play another move around here. What does this move do? Can someone tell me what does this move do? Can a 15Q player come and tell me, or comment below, what does this move do? If you said absolutely nothing, you are spot on. It does absolutely nothing. Yeah, this move is sente because I threatened to do attachment and cut black off. And then in this position, okay, one space jump. Threaten to enter black's territory while I'm also building my own territory towards in the center. Okay, black pushes, I'm going to block with the tiger's mouth. Black captures, I'm going to connect, block. This Atari is a sente. Little bit. Is it urgent? No, it's not urgent. I'm going to close the door over here and build territory over here. And then hane, black goes here. I'm going to connect. If black captures, and captures, not a big deal. If black captures over here, this is not even sente. Because if black captures, I can just connect and black can't really push in. So I'm going to do a one space jump. In this direction, try to reduce black's territory. Push, descend, threaten the jump, and okay, push this way. Go over here, threaten this one, and then play over here. All my territory is connected. Absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal territory I have. And this move is sente because I threaten the double Atari, and I connect over here, saving all the points in this position. Yeah, the biggest place right now after this center endgame for black is black should just capture this one white stone. And black should jump over here. Very good. And now it is black's turn to take sente. See, let me see how good black does it. So, okay, I capture very good. I push very good. Push here, good. Hane, good. There's actually no RG because my stones are very safe. And this move, again, what does it do? Absolutely nothing. So I'm going to ignore this and take sente. Hane, connect. This is sente. Huge sente. And then I'm going to hane over here. This one might not be sente, but there is potential for some flavor RG later on. Okay, black saved it. This turn half a point, or maybe 1 point, and also threatens the Atari out here. The reason I exchange this Atari and then push, I'm about to push, but the reason I exchange this Atari is because with this one stone, I can Atari here and reduce more territory. Here, push, threaten this stone, Atari. Go here, threaten to cut Atari. Hane, connect. And this game is actually already over. Completely over in this position. Yeah, black and Atari, there's no RG in my corner whatsoever. Yeah, black can try something, but as long as you make 2 eyes, black cannot do anything. As long as you make 2 eyes. So, okay, black throws in, yes, same technique, but it doesn't work because I have some eye shapes over here and I have another eye over here. So that does not work. Black make an eye here. I'm going to push. Atari. Okay, Atari is for fun. Actually, I don't need Atari. Connect. There's no RG in here. But black can answer anyways. Okay, pretty good. That's good for me. At least that's very good for me. Connect. There's no RG over here. Probably black's going to answer again because that's usually what black does. Or at least this is my opponent, what he does in this game. He's going to answer. Good. Finally, he knew about Sente and Gote. Finally, he understood about RG. All right. After this, I capture this 2 points, and black's gonna block here. And this game is actually over. There is just one more code remaining. Black takes the code, I take the code, and this game is actually over in this position. 90, 105 points for white. Black has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I think I'm winning by 30 something points in this game. 30 something, actually probably 40 points. Closer to 40 points in this game. Quick score estimator. Yeah, close to 40 points. 30 something, close to 40 points. 38.5 points. Hey. Alrighty, let's play one last game in one dan. I'm going to use a 3-5 and a 5-4 points. Try to spice things up and play very differently. Approach, Hane, connect, and I'm going to do a 1 space enclosure. I'm going to invite white to fight. Let white fight, and I'm going to create a fight where 2 dragons run towards the center. White attach. Okay, that's pretty good. Hane. And here I'm going to extend. This card doesn't work because I'm going to block out here. If white goes here, I double Hane and Atari on the first line. Very good. I'm going to jump out as well. Yeah, good. White extend. Yeah, very good. Push up. White's going to extend. Good. Nice move. So these moves are just running away, letting my stones escape and letting my stones have a direction. Yeah, this move is pretty good at building shape, but actually I'm going to play this large knight move. This move actually reduces the ice space around here, kind of destroy white's shape. And okay, after this push, okay, white's shape is really destroyed. And white's shape, ice space has been taken away. So here, after this push, this cut works. So I'm going to reinforce this cutting point. Yeah, because with this move, these 2 stones have 1 less liberty, and with 1 less liberty, this cut will fully work. So white's doing really well playing this nice move, giving his stones a direction and building shape as well. Okay, pretty good invasion. This invasion doesn't lose any points. Connect. White's playing actually really well in this game. Very well timed invasion. Okay, block. White's probably play something like this or a nice move or large knight move. Something along the lines. Something along those lines. Well, I place here, and I'm going to secure my own corner. I'm going to secure my corner here, and okay, play 3-3. I play 3-3 points. Push. Nice move. Push again. Now this corner is mine, and after I get a sente, if I get sente, I'm going to extend on the side of the board. This turn is also very big. This turn, the turning move actually helps all my stones build shape. But I don't need it anymore because I got this Hane, and this Hane also almost connects my stones together. White goes here, I push. White probably Hane. Oh, this is actually a very nice move as well. This is actually quite a nice move at trying to build a center territory. But what white missed is the fact that this territory is still way too open, and I'm going to invade into white's territory. The reason I choose this point is a little bit deep. If white blocks, I can Hane and connect, and I can connect back later. If white doesn't block and I still have 4 liberties with this 1 stone, I'm going to push up and I'm going to extend. So not only am I living in white's territory and invading white's territory, I'm actually attacking these 3 white stones right now. This move pretty good. I'm going to cut, capture, and over here I'm going to use a jump. This is another sente. And back to before, because my stones, this group is cut off from this group completely cut off. I'm going to turn like this. 1 turn, build my shape, create more strings, and I have some ice space. I have a lot of ice space actually right now. This peep is sente. This peep is sente, and I'm going to go out from this direction. Now my center group is alive. Every group of mine is alive. So now it's time for me to try to reduce white's territory. If white blocks, I'm going to cut. The reason is if white plays around here, I'm going to push. And if white plays on top, I'm going to capture this 1 white stone at the bottom. So what white should do, yeah, probably close the door like this, or close the door from above, and completely seal off and claim this territory. Okay, I see. White's getting aggressive. I see. White wants to attack this group over here, which makes complete sense. Connect. White's probably go here. I attach. Trying to connect underneath. Oh, wow. Atari. Attach. The reason I use this attachment is... oh, why can I actually attach over here? I actually forgot. I forgot why I can attach over here. Oopsies, my bad. Oh, now I'm in trouble. Oh, now I really did mess up. I actually slightly messed up. Okay, I can still live. Yes. Can I live? I think I can still live. Where's life? Is this life? Or what can Atari? Wow. Wow, actually Atari's here. Wow. Am I dead? Oh no. I'm not dead. I don't believe I'm dead. I believe I can escape. I really believe I can escape. Ooh. Turn, because I'm threatening this weakness and this weakness. And this turn, I'm threatening white's weakness while saving like this wedge, my own weakness. So over here, let me see. What do I do? Attach. Okay, nice move. Threaten these two stones. Extend. Well, I cannot cut because I have too many. I can utilize too many white resources. Oh, this is very tricky actually. So the issue is I actually don't even have an eye. I don't have an eye around here. There's no eyes. I'm gonna wedge like this. Wedge and connect. I'm threatening this Hane. Why probably go over here? Oh, why go see that's too easy. That's way too easy. Well, this life is way too easy. I'm gonna simply Hane over here and I connect everything together. Oh, this is way too easy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, now this game is over. There's no way White has enough territory on the board to overcome my amount of territory. Okay, another mouse clip. Oh my god, wake up mouse, wake up you stupid mouse. I literally clicked over here. Oh my god, my mouse, I can't believe my mouse. I mouse clipped like 2 to 3 times already today. Yeah, I should actually block over here. If I block over here, yeah, my territory will be actually much more safer. But it's not a big deal. If I keep pushing, I'm trying to make another eye around here. Not a big deal. I can even do a 1-space jump. Build my own shape. This is one eye, definitely one eye. And I can try to build another eye around here in the center of the board. Push, I'm going to push a block. If this Sente, I have to answer. If I get this block, then the entire black group the black dragon is alive. The entire dragon is alive. And actually from this position, I think, okay, now I'm alive. Now I'm 100% alive. So after this Hane, I can block over here. At least this is one eye, this is another eye. So that's definitely 2 eyes in my group over here. So if I want to be safe, I can play here, but I don't want to be safe in this position because I can capture this one white stone. Well, maybe not I can capture, but I can utilize the white stone to give myself even more strength towards the center. And this jump actually reduces white's influence and territory, potential of territory towards the center as well. Okay, push through. Yeah, so in this position, actually, it's White played really well in this game. All the fundamentals have been approved, and the only place White fell off was White didn't calculate like an important fight over here. The way I can actually Hane and connect like this. So had White actually like played around here, cut my escape, it will be a very hard time for me to like make my stones alive. And even if I make it alive, then White can still attack this group over here. And White can like make more territory by attacking this group if White play the right move. But anyways, this is doesn't really matter. Now, okay, extend, connect. So in this position, I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points on the board. Black has 60. White has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 50 points. So I am ahead by 20-something points on the board. Oh, it's very good. Very, very well played. Oh, very good at making RG. This guy's actually stronger than 110. This guy has to be stronger than 110. He actually found all this RG. Wow, very good. Extend. This extension actually will be good as well. Okay, here I'm going to connect. Now with this connection, there's no more RG. They can't capture any of my stones. 2 stones, okay, 4 points plus 1, 5 points. I don't care about that. I'm going to place bigger places on the board. This is a big center. If white doesn't answer, white loses like at least 7 to 8 points. Okay, hunt over here. What did I just say? If white doesn't hunt answer, I'm going to take more points. And this was very basic. If you guys can like just calculate 4 to 5 moves, you'll see that this extension doesn't work. 2 liberties versus 3 liberties, and white has no direction to run out. So this doesn't work. Right now, I think on the board, the biggest places is these 2 stones, or pushing over here, and connecting these 2 stones. Over here, I'm going to connect and cut the white stone apart. Now this move becomes a juicy center for me. White got this move, very good. And here I'm wondering whether this move is actually bigger than this move. But this move is actually really big. Well, this move is 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 points. And the reason this move is 9 points because white can push over here and then capture. Yes, I'm going to play like this. This is much bigger. Yes, this move is actually 9 points. I didn't believe it. Can't believe it. 9 points. This is also really big, but definitely not as big as 9 points. This is pretty big, and this section is also pretty big. So in this position, yeah, the game is definitely over. I'm not sure why it's doing it again. Probably wanting to go back to a Q player. He's a Dan player, probably wanting to go back and feel what a Q player would play. Okay, push, oh, very cute. Push, I connect, absolutely very cute. Yeah, this game's actually the game's already over. Here, this move's biggest. This move's also pretty big. Okay, good. Big endgame. White get this endgame, I get this endgame. And oh, I didn't realize if I attach over here, this group's actually dead. This entire white dragon is not yet alive. Okay, can I kill it? Will white let me kill it? I think white's dead right now. White's completely dead. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. This entire group is dead. This dragon is captured and slaughtered. Let's go. So when this dragon is dead, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I think I'm winning by like 70 to 80 points on the board. Yeah, okay, 80 something points. So I'm winning by over 90 points on the board actually. Yeah, the dragon's dead. The game is over. Yeah, my opponent. Good game to my opponent. My opponent should resign in this position right now. Alright, my opponent resigned. So let's quickly review this game before the end of the video. So over here, I actually made a huge mistake. So yeah, this was really good. This attachment was too much. I should just use a diagonal move. This move actually, I threatened to connect like this. This 3 connects because it's 2 points. Yeah, if white goes over here, I can do a tiger's mouth and my group is alive. And in this position, I'm pretty sure, yeah. So it says estimated white's better. But you can see that these territory in the center are all open territory. They're not solid territory. So if white takes another move, for example, I can like attach, not like this, attach like this, go over here, threaten like this, jump like this, and like go nice move. This position, yeah, black is completely better in this position. So in the actual game, when I made a mistake, my group probably is about to die. I think my group would have been dead if white played the right sequence. So over here, after I connected, white should just simply play here. I can't make an eye. If I go here, white plays here. I can't make an eye. If I go here, white can go here, and then this is a fake eye. So black cannot make any eyes around here. If black did play this move, I think what I would do is probably attach and create some complications, and try my best to make make an eye around here, or make 2 eyes around here, or try to escape. But already by the looks of it, by my mistake from here, I think this group would have been dead. And if this group is dead, I think I would have lost the game. Yeah, I definitely would have lost the game in this position. So anyways, from the opening, my opponent played everything pretty well. Over here, I think this was fine. Yeah, this is all good. Maybe this move is probably better to be played around here. This move's probably better around here. Yeah, better around here it's going to be a lot better because it stops me from entering white territory, and even if I invade, white can actually just jump out and fight. So yeah, everything was all good in this game until the blunder in the middle game fights. Alright. One done, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, all the fundamentals are very sharp. My opponents play very sharp fundamentals and a very sharp game. overall, their understanding in every stage, opening, middle game, and end game, is quite solid. And they just play according to their own style in the middle game, in the opening, and in the end game. To reach one dan, it does take not just talent, but hard work, discipline, and a lot of fun with the journey. If you actually truly feel the game of Go, you feel the stones you play on the boards, you can sense and feel the game. You'll feel like, okay, this move, powerful. This move, uncomfortable. You'll feel a range of things in the game of Go. Every stone is different, but where the stone is placed says a lot. So for all of you who are not yet Dan player, quickly advance into Dan player. You will experience the beauty of the game. The higher the level you go, the deeper you go, the more beautiful the game is. I'll see you all in the next video, in the Go Genius Guy series, and the next video, we'll be facing against 3 dans.